302.5. Nice little jump from last week. Feeling good, honestly. Feeling like 290 usually does at this point in prep. I find with this sort of really tight peak block, like we've done a couple times, first week, come out of the gates, guns blazing, feeling fresh. Second week, feeling some fatigue from beating the shit out of myself the week before. So I feel like seeing that slow down that little bit, honestly, kind of tells me things are right where they should be. It wasn't a rocket ship, didn't fly, but shit, I got a single at 8 programmed, right? One of the best sort of proxies or ways for figuring out was it an at 8 is, did it slow down a little bit? And yeah, I mean, my knee's at a point now where, knock on wood, every time. But yeah, it's at a point now where I'm able to kind of push and train hard, and I'm gonna need to if I wanna win Westerns. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a triple at 275 here, and then we're gonna do some bench. Probably push that pretty hard too. Yeah, like I guess the thing with my knee is that it doesn't feel good. It just isn't, again, knock on wood, isn't bothering me during training, right? It's getting pretty swollen again. It's bugging me walking up and down stairs again. It's not great, but I mean, at some point, you just got to do the thing, right? We've been here before. Push the floor away. Nice, buddy. Good. Keep that bar close. That's it. Bar right up the front of you. That's it. There you go. Nice. Better rep. Better rep. Keep it close. Sick. Better? Yeah? Yeah, that first rep just got away from you a little bit. Yeah. Right? As soon as you pulled it off the floor, it drifted out here. And then as soon as it's further away from your shins on the way up, it's just gonna make it harder than hell. Just being a pussy and subconsciously not want to scrape my shins. Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to scrape the shit out of your shins either, right? Like you want to graze. Yeah. You want it to be like nice and close. You probably want it dragging like right up your thighs, right? Like you want it that close at lockout. Yeah, yeah. Have I rested enough? Having a hard time telling with these workouts. I get pretty excited.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, it says I recorded this 10 minutes ago. Should be good to go. Dumped that last one. In contrast to last week, where I kind of beat the piss out of myself, I think the little bit lower stress today should allow me to come back in and be kind of right on track in terms of overall fatigue next week. First week's usually really aggressive because I've had so little stimulus throughout the washout, right? Trying to balance the recovery and the stimulus overall. And breathing, lots of breathing.
I know we'll make it right. We've been here before. I know we crossed the line. It's hard to ignore.
Yeah.
This way is down on me.
Pause could have been a little longer. It was a little on the touch and go side. I'm not super happy with that. Might have to retake next week or just take a 2.5, depending on how we're feeling. But bench has been up across the board. Did pin press on Saturday, and pretty sure all last block pin presses, I was hitting like 150 for like 6, and it was hard every time. Couldn't add weight. And I hit 155 for 8 on the pin press the other day and was like, shit, I sandbagged a little. So bench is definitely coming along. Like that 190 moved better than probably some of the 170 work that I've done in the last little while. So it's coming, and it's honestly, it's right on time. So I'm feeling pretty good. Got to work on continuing to pause stuff. I'll have to really hammer that on my back off work here. That'll be one of the goals, is to make sure everything is pristinely paused. Yeah. Little tough on that one.
Yeah.
The other thing that, I think a lot of people take for granted is that, like, you can hit weights between 185 and 225. Like you can go 210, 215. Very famously, we had this guy we trained with back at the Strength Edge, and the one day he was deadlifting, and honestly, they were flying. He was pulling well. I think he's pulling 525, 530, and he was not a big guy. Maybe a small 83. And right before he took his next set, he's like, fuck it, I'll go up 2.5. He's like, what's 2.5 pounds gonna do? Or like, what's 2.5 kilos gonna do? And then sure enough, he put it on the bar and missed his next set. But it was just like, everybody was there. They were all like cheering him on. He was having a good day. Just got that little bit cocky. And it's a perfect example of the fact that at some point, 2.5 is gonna turn a make into a miss. Set your chest up, There you go. Nice light touch, push hard. Good, keep the chest up as you press. Nice, there you go, one more. Chest up, punch back. There you go, good. That looks better. It's getting there. The other thing, and I'll stop after this because I inundate you with 17,000 different things. When you're pressing, generally speaking, after the bar touches, and this is one of the reasons I was trying to tell you to touch a little lower, because you can keep it in really good control down this way. Up here, notice how my elbow gets that much lower. I have to go into a lot more shoulder movement than touching here. So we touch down here, and then what we try to do is bring the bar back, right? We're trying to press it back over the shoulders or over the face so that you get that bar back right over top of the shoulder joint, which is producing the force. So we don't have leverage working against us. When it's out here, it's harder for us to press up, whereas when we bring it back right over the shoulder,
I think that's why.
so we do want that little bit of horizontal movement, right? We start up here, we touch down here, and then we press back over the shoulder a little bit. Yeah. 1 down, 4 to go. My knee actually feels a little better after squatting on it. That doesn't usually last though. Usually gets real swollen, and by the time I get home, I'm like limping up the stairs again. Three down, 2 to go. I might get you to start handing these out to me, Dill. Starting to get tired. We got to what, pull 340 this week? Eh? That's what I said. Hope I don't fucking miss it. I've done that in a few preps now. Something about that range. So I did that training for Nats 23. No, yeah, it's 23 Malta last year. Yeah, it was. So yeah, Nats 23 when Carrie beat me. I did that. Pulled 332, moved well. Next week tried to pull 337, missed it. And I think I did it again for North Americans. I had like a weird miss in that range. But then I came back the next week and pulled 342 and it moved really well. And then in both cases, I think I pulled 360 plus. So if we can actually hit 340, maybe even a 350, imagine what we could pull. I'll have to make it a reality. Oh, one more.
Yeah, the only guy I
That's heavy. Well, that's it for this week. Be back next week, end of week, whatever. We still got a deadlift this week. So like and subscribe. Tune back in if you want to see whether or not I missed 340.